Good to have you along. This week has been very, very tricky for me because I've been not very well. I'm struggling a little bit.
A bit peaky.
A bit peaky, I think that's the exact word for it, which means I've not really slept very well, and therefore a lot of the stuff that you're going to hear in this is hallucinogenic.
The weekly breakfast, Bap. Anyone? Anyone order the weekly breakfast, Bap? With sauce, love.
I've been making bonfire toffee. I was inspired by the Candyman from Shirebrook Market, because we talked about bonfire toffee on the show last week, and he brought in some bonfire toffee for me and the staff to nibble on here at Mansfield 103.2 Towers. We couldn't get enough of it, and so I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do at the weekend. I'm going to see whether I can try my hand at making this as good as the Candyman on Shirebrook Market.
You're on a hiding to nothing there, trying to live up to the Candyman. He's called the Candyman, Ian.
I'm nowhere near the Candyman. I'm just the man. The thing is, it's failed. My attempt to make toffee has failed because it didn't harden. News coming in about my toffee. Producer Rob is here. Somebody's given us a call.
Yeah, Stephen Appleyard from Shirebrook said...
Is that the Candyman?
We don't know
Candyman
if
from Shirebrook?
I don't know. If it is the Candyman, then I think he's just taking... He's called up in his civilian state.
Who can make the sunrise?
Over Shirebrook.
The Candyman can.
Well, basically, he called us up and he said, your bonfire toffee is still salvageable.
I made some bonfire toffee over the weekend. I made it on Sunday. I went home last night. Still not set. Still quite sticky. Took it out of the fridge and I sort of like moved it to one side. And it was a bit like that sludge thing that's going off in Eastern Europe at the moment, Hungary. It was a bit like that.
Was it radioactive?
Hopefully not radioactive.
And he said to remedy this, you can use that, bring it back to the boil.
Scoop it back into a pan.
Scoop it back into a pan, bring it to the boil, get it simmering, and then you get a glass of water next to you, and you sort of like, every couple of minutes or so, just drop a little bit into this glass of water, and if it goes hard pretty quickly after going into the water, that's when it's ready. It's ready to set.
I'm going back into the toffee zone, into the toffee danger zone.
You can salvage the toffee.
Right into the toffee danger zone!
Do you dress up like the people from Top Gun as you make your toffee?
Yes, I do.
I feel the need.
Hey, Maverick!
Pass me a spoon.
Pass me a spoon so we can get this toffee into the pan. We decided yesterday that our early morning hard-won quiz, which was a very hard question that we would reveal between 6 and 7, was too hard because nobody phoned us up with the right answer. Now, either they were all asleep, either it was too hard, or no one was listening. We decided it was the middle one. It was too hard. So what we've decided to do is introduce a new quiz, which is called Nice and Easy Does It, because we've decided that maybe between 6 and 7, people may be a little fragile. 01623 666 000 if you think you know what the answer is.
Nice and easy does it.
Which X Factor judge is missing? Simon Cowell, Louis Walsh, and Danny Minogue. Is it A, Cheryl Cole? Is it B, Cheryl Doversole? Or is it C, Joseph Stalin?
Every time.
I've got an inkling. I'd have to ask the audience, I think.
Nice and easy does it.
01623 666 000 this morning. Which X Factor judge is missing? Simon Cowell, Louis Walsh, Danny Minogue. Is it A, Cheryl Cole? Is it B, Cheryl Doversole? Or is it C, famous dictator, Joseph Stalin?
Every time.
Bless old Frank. Look at that. One phone call. Should we take it?
Yeah, go on.
Good morning, you're live on Mansfield 103.2.
Good morning. Live, that's...
You're live? Who is this?
It's Supertail from Redfern Travel.
Nice and easy does it.
Hi, Big Tel.
How are you?
Very good. This is a very difficult question this morning. In fact, no, it's nice and easy. So hopefully you can get it right, and so we can put this competition to bed.
Okay, do I get 4 chances at an answer?
Do you want me to read you the question again?
No, well, I was going to say Cheryl Tweedy, Cheryl Cole, but I think that's far too easy, and I think you've tailored this for residents of... I daren't say where.
Go on, you can say it.
I'm warming to Stalin.
You're warming to Stalin. Wait, you think this is for residents of where?
I daren't. Well, I was thinking maybe Derby, residents of Derby.
No, a little bit further north than that.
A bit further north than that?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Then it has to be Chesterfield.
Did Did you mention Chesterfield?
Oh, as if. Don't knock it. I've seen them in the rocking chairs with a tin of beans threatening to blow the bomb up.
What are you like? It's not Joseph Stalin. Thank you for your call, sir.
Thank you, bye.
That would be horrible. When he got kicked off, there'd be a purge.
You wouldn't want to go to boot camp.
Off to the gulag. Lisa joins us in the studio with her headlines. They're well and truly out. What's happening in the news Tuesday morning?
Morning, coming up the news at 7. A former Mansfield brewing house goes under the hammer today. And Mansfield Mayor Tony Egginton has praised the town's golden girl Becky Addington for her exploits at the Commonwealth Games. And in sport, Mansfield Town manager David Holdsworth insists the feeling in the changing room is still positive.
I went to Mansfield Town yesterday.
Did you? What
Yesterday afternoon. I met the new owner.
Cool. What's he like?
He said he was going to listen to the show.
It's a good show to listen to.
Hopefully.
Oh, you seem really like...
I was hoping to... I wanted to rub, shoulders with him, because apparently, reading the Chad newspaper, he's a multi-millionaire.
Oh, you become like best mates.
I was... I don't know whether we got off on the right foot, really, but, I mean, the thing is, potentially you might listen to the show and think, hey, maybe I can invest in this programme.
They need some help.
Yeah. Watko in the morning needs some help.
Needs a bit of moolah behind it.
Potentially pay for a better producer.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just the show could, he could inject some money into it.
What, millions?
Oh, not millions. I don't think we need millions. Just a couple of grand.
Couple of grand.
We don't want to turn into like the Man City, though, the breakfast show world, where everybody hates us because we have so much money and we're just signing loads of foreign talent. And then we'll have like Carlos in the morning.
Don't care.
Ay caramba!
Doesn't matter, does it? If you got money and you can buy in the good players, buy in the good team, potentially by this time next year, it could be the #1 breakfast show in the world.
The world.
With that kind of money behind us.
We can make that dream a reality.
Anyway, I was looking for money because you'd think that millionaires have got fivers stuffed in their pockets and stuff like that, and when they shake your hand, they palm off a little bit of money in your hand. Like, I understand, Ian. You're looking a little bit dishevelled at the moment. You've got a beard and you've not had your haircut. There's 20 quid, mate. Go and get your haircut. I thought you might do that, but you didn't.
Were you eyeing him up to pickpocket him? Is that what you're saying?
Something like that, yeah. Taking a chance. They call me the Artful Dodger of Mansfield.
Can't be trusted.
I'm tempted to start singing again, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so I met him. A very nice fella. Very nice fella.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think he's going to be listening at this moment, because he lives in Doncaster, you see.
He's probably asleep on a bed of money still.
He's probably asleep. They don't do that. They don't do that. All their money's packed in the bank.
I would have a swimming pool of £5 notes.
You would do, wouldn't you? Because
yeah.
you'll flash like that, you see. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't tell you. I definitely wouldn't tell you. Because you want my money. You've been sending me begging letters.
I'd want 50% of it.
Why?
Because I feel this is kind of like a syndicate. Well, whatever money we make,
doesn't make
we have
any
to
sense,
half.
does it?
You haven't put any money into
right, okay.
this.
No, that's why I'm keen for the syndicate.
This guy here, right, has been working at Mansfield 103.2 for something like 4 months, okay? I'm just about to reach my 10th year, and he's saying that he's equal partner in this. He's my producer. Know your place. Yeah? Know your place, sir.
You're lucky if you get 50p.
It's lucky if he gets anything. He's lucky to have a job in the first place. I spotted him. I said he's good. We'll keep him.
But not
yeah, come on. You lost for words now.
I'm on the ropes again, Ian.
You know that's true as well. You know it's true. Just speak. I'm trying to fill time here.
All right. I'm on the ropes. I don't know what to say.
I should have all the money, but I can't speak on the breakfast show. I'm not good enough.
I'm just saying. I reckon I need to have a 50% stake in this.
In what?
I don't even know anymore what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Just give me more money. Give me more money.
No, you've got less money now. After that outburst, less money. Do you know what? I think we should just suspend him.
Yeah, I like that
permanently.
idea.
How has this gone from talking about the owner of Mansfield Town to suspending me in about 3 minutes?
No, I'm trying to impress the owner because it's the hard businessman approach that I'm doing. So he's good. He's good. He knows how to handle his staff. I heard this a couple of weeks back and I thought, oh, this would be really good for the vault. It's called Overnight Sensation, in brackets...
Hit record.
By the Raspberries. Let's open that vault. We'll tell you more about it after we've heard it. We can't start from the beginning again.
It is a good song.
It's a good song. I feel really bad now because that's a fantastic song and we sort of stopped it halfway through. We still had a good old minute and a bit to go.
Yeah.
Mansfield 103.2, the home of great music. It is 19 minutes to 7 and that was Overnight Sensation, or part of it, by the Raspberries. And Rob's going to tell us what it... He's basically... We'll let you in on the secret. Rob's looking at the paper, and the paper, kind of very heavy paper, stopped the song and started it again.
Via the keyboard?
Via the keyboard.
Not via... The paper isn't interactive with the computer?
No.
No. Do you want to hear about the song?
Go on, then.
The Raspberries are a power pop band formed in Cleveland, Formed in Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States. They had a run of hits in the 1970s.
Why do I bother coming in the morning?
Are you having a breakdown on air? Are we having the first on-air breakdown?
It's a great song. He ruined it. Go on, carry on.
The group was seen as uncool by many because they had kind of like especially kind of what's it called, like lacquered? Is that the right word? Lacquered hair, and they wore blazers and things like that, and they're seen as uncool. But they had celebrity fans, including a number of the Beatles. Ringo Starr was a big champion of theirs, and a few members of The Who apparently were big fans of theirs as well. So they were kind of seen as like cool insider musicians, but outsiders thought they were losers. There we go. That's the Raspberries in a nutshell. Right. More volts tomorrow?
Audio news. Producer Rob, what do you think the problem is with this? The Nice and Easy Does It quiz?
Well, I think...
Nice and easy does it
Yeah?
Sorry, Frank.
every time.
It's very rude, Frank, isn't he? I think basically...
Nice and easy does it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nightmare, honestly. I went out with the Rat Pack the other day. I couldn't get a word in edgeways.
They're all dead, Rob.
I think...
I mean, where was this meeting? Was it in your head?
I think it was in my head.
So maybe to phone the doctor now.
Could you pass me the medication, please? What were we talking about?
Sammy Davis Jr. We're having a cocktail at the bar, and
he was yapping all over me. Ian.
Yapping and yapping away. I was trying to tell him about this fantastic idea we had for a quiz. And then Frank comes over with Dean, and Dean's like, well, I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, so the problem with the Nice and Easy quiz, I think, is it's just so easy.
Nice and easy does it.
You know what, Frank? You produce the show.
Frank's dead.
Oh, go on, get confused again.
Yeah.
So the people I was with in the pub the other night was not Frank Sinatra and the rest of the Rat Pack.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I've been duped.
Come on, what's the problem with it then?
The problem with the Nice and Easy quiz is it's
don't give up. You've only just started. Don't give up, man. That's what you were just saying to me as I was crying in the corner of the room.
It's so easy that people just think there's no need to call because the answer goes without saying. That's the problem. But then the hard one was the early morning hard one was so hard that people thought they just didn't know the answer to call. So I think we need a kind of sort of early morning semi-hard one. That's what I think. Some sort of happy middle ground. Thoughts?
I suppose. Lisa's here. What do you reckon, Lisa? I mean, we should really ask a third party. Ask a lady. Ladies have all the answers.
I think it's very early, so people aren't really awake. So I don't think it's the fact that it's too easy or too hard. I just think most people are still in bed at this time.
So why don't we start the show at 6 then? Explain that to me. Huh?
I don't know. Because the people...
Maybe we should start at 8.
Because the people who are up at this time are driving and may not have hands-free, so would not be able to call.
That's
it.
good. That'll be what it is.
It's the lack of hands-free in the Mansfield, Ashfield and Bolsover area.
Do you like your burgers?
I love my burgers, Ian.
Do you know what? I'm a big burger fan. I don't eat too many, though. It's not like something I would go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to have burgers tonight. It's either from a burger van, when I've, been for a night out on the tiles, or if I go to a little cheeky fast food restaurant. But then normally I'm a chicken guy at the fast food restaurant. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either, Ian.
So anyway, somebody who loves his burgers is the President of the United States of America, Mr. Barack Obama.
Really?
Mr. Barack Obama has been wolfing down burgers in front of crowds. This is a publicity stunt.
Is it like a one-man show?
Hey there, it's Barack Obama on stage.
For one night only.
Hello there, Mr. President.
Barack in a bun.
We're not going to talk about policy today. going to watch me eat burgers. And what happened was he was very, 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 very hungry because he's obviously one of the busiest men in the world. And he gobbled down a 500-calorie burger in front of a crowd. Anyway, it turns out that his wife, his missus, who I forget the name of now, the First Lady...
Michelle.
How can you forget Michelle's name?
The most powerful woman in the world.
Potentially.
According to Forbes magazine.
Yeah, how could she be powerful?
Well, she can't be that powerful because even her husband isn't abiding to her ethics.
Sneaking into the Oval Office. Oh, what's this button do? That's very powerful.
Yeah.
And she's doing a little bit of cleaning. Oh, what's this? Anyways, apparently she's well against all of this, obesity. She's one of these lead characters in the USA fighting against obesity. So apparently he's in front of this crowd and goes, "Don't tell Michelle, don't tell Michelle. You're in front of a crowd. It's being filmed by people.
It's being reported back in England.
Exactly.
Of course she's going to find out.
Exactly. Michelle's back in the Oval Office. Just a bit of cleaning, doing a bit of cleaning. Oh, what's this button here?
That'll teach him.
Oh, no. We can tell you that 4 of the 33 miners have now reached the surface in Chile. And we just had a little chat about the Chilean miners. And a couple of months back, whilst the rescue operations were well underway, there was a story in the papers about one of the Chilean miners who apparently has got himself, allegedly, a mistress. And we were sort of chatting about that, me and producer Rob, saying that there's actually one miner who doesn't want to come out because there's 2 ladies at the top who are very angry with him,
He's got
doubt.
a lot of explaining to do as soon as he comes up that tube.
I don't know the guy's name, but apparently what happened was his wife was there and the mistress turned up to the mine to see what was going off, and they met each other, and they was like, "Hang on, are you here to see the same bloke?" Yeah.
I'm here to see Carlos. Who are you here to see? Carlos.
I'm here to see Carlos.
Oh.
What? My Carlos? Yeah. No, what are you talking about? That's my Carlos.
I've been married to him for 4 years.
Unbelievable. If he stays down there, I can understand it. He's kind of like, I've sorted out a new life for myself down here now, love.
He's the last one to go up. No, there's a blockage. It's not. I'm going to have to stay. Sorry, guys.
I'm not well enough to come up, I'm afraid.
Leave me down here a bit longer.
My pop was working down the mine. There's an incident down the mine. People think the miners have died. This is true story. Believe it. I'm not sure when it was. Anyways, luckily things were okay. The miners brought back up, but some people in the village think bad things have happened. Anyway, a lady sees my pop and my granddad in the street, and she faints. She thinks she's seen a ghost. She thought he was dead.
Really?
That is a true story.
No way.
He was like, "No, I'm alive. Everything's all right. We sorted it out."
He could have had a bit of fun with it and sort of walked around going, "Whoa."
He could have done. I'm not sure whether he did or not, but yeah, what a weird sort of thing. And I think sort of families in the local area have been through this kind of stuff time and time again. So there's a big connection there, particularly with, with mining sort of communities. So, we're with them over there. Probably more than some people in the country. You're like, oh, we don't got miners anymore, but we're close-knitted. A lot of my family were miners. So we're kind of glued to it here. We're watching that, and we'll keep you updated in the news. Good morning. It's Thursday, the 14th of October. And I've just got to go and do something, producer Rob.
You got to go and do something?
I just got to go and do something. So I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of my producer, very able producer. He's been nominated for an award, don't you know?
Yeah,
it's true. I spotted him. I saw him. I said he's good.
Oh, Ian.
See, I did though.
Yeah.
I did. I've already said this on the show.
Oh, I'm blushing.
Don't blush too much. You'll have to work that out on the internet. It's that Adult Entertainment Awards. Good on him too.
Yep. Well, I was blessed, Ian. I was blessed at birth. What can I say?
Yeah. Okay. He's in the small part category. Right. Okay. You take over then.
Okay. Right.
On the way.
Yeah.
Might be worthwhile you doing that one.
Okay.
The Halloween read.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Let me just pass this over to you. Just come over here.
Yep.
Good work. Put them on your head.
They're on my head.
Brilliant. Okay.
Okay, right.
Award-winning radio.
Yeah, I wasn't the technical guy.
Do that, and we got somebody on the line in a minute.
Oh, someone's calling?
You take that.
Yeah, I'll take it. So I'm just doing this, if you'd like to visit Wheelgate, it's an absolutely fantastic place, and you'd like to visit there is a special Halloween fun event, which includes free pumpkin carving. Don't have to pay any money for that pumpkin carving. Can get expensive sometimes, don't you know? There's a wicked workshop. There's a horror maze. Imagine that. There's fancy dress competitions, so you get to dress up all you like and you can win prizes for it as well. And we're actually sending someone down. John B. Tannen from Mansfield 103.2 will be at Wheelgate on Monday the 25th of October between 11 and 1. Oh, just going to have to stop there because we've just got a phone call, if you just bear with me. Good morning, Mansfield 103.2.
Good morning.
Hello, who's this?
It's Buzz Aldrin, you just phoned me.
Oh, Buzz Aldrin.
Yep.
How you doing, Buzz?
I'm alright.
You heard the news about the old scratch and sniff moon?
Mate, it's very early here.
What time is it over there, Buzz?
Well, it's about, let me just have a look. It's about 1 a.m. in the morning.
It's 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
you woken
Buzz.
me up, mate. You woken me up. What's this about?
Well, basically, what's happened is some artist is going to make a load of money because he's done some artwork, and you can.
Hang on. You're not going to ask me about the moon, are you?
Well, it is moon-related, yeah.
I don't really want to talk about that, mate. People have been rubbing that in for years, mate.
But you were the second man on the moon, Buzz. It's not quite first,
Hang on.
but...
Look, you just phoned me up at 1 o'clock in the morning over here in the United States from England. Some tin pot radio stations told me I was the second man on the moon. Do you not think I'm still smarting from that, mate?
What, this Tin Pot radio station? Buzz, I was told you're a very polite man.
You're going to phone me up, get me out of bed, Mrs. Aldrin's tearing her hair out, and you're going to say to me, let's talk about the moon, and you're just going to rub it in, aren't you? The fact that I was second on the moon, not first on the moon.
No, Buzz, I would...
Yes, you are. I know what you're like.
No, Buzz, I'm not...
I'm not speaking to you, you idiot.
You're not speaking to me. You're not going to talk to me, not even for 2 minutes. He's gone. Oh, my goodness gracious me, he's gone. Lisa from News is here. Hello, Lisa.
Good morning.
What do you think to that? Buzz Aldrin, rude man.
Oh, I know. I've never heard anyone so rude. How mean.
You don't have Neil Armstrong's number, do you?
I don't.
Ian, you just missed it.
What?
Buzz Bloomin' Aldrin just called and then hung up on us.
He was mean.
I told you you phoned him up. Said he was going to be on the show. I didn't realise he was going to phone right then.
He somehow... I gave him the studio line and he literally called as soon as you walked out. It was bizarre. It's very unfortunate you missed it. Bad timings.
I cannot believe that. What did you have to say?
Well, I called him up. Obviously, we had the news story regarding the moon, so we thought this is the guy to talk to. Didn't want to talk about it. Hated it.
Why?
Because he was saying, people always calling up going, second's good, but it's not quite first. Excuse me, Mr. Buzz, do you have Neil Armstrong's number? Apparently he gets it all the time.
The chili miners, they're out of the mine.
Do we have a competition to run?
Chili miners, all 33 are back on terra firma.
Do you want to keep doing that and I'll announce a winner?
Okay, go on.
Okay. So the winner
The chili
of that family
miners,
pass
chili
to see
miners.
George's Marvellous Medicine
Yeah?
down at Mansfield Palace Theatre was Miss Helen Thomas from Huthwaite. Back with the music.
Chili miners. Brilliant. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know where that came from.
We need to have a producer-presenter chat, I think. We'll get the psychiatrist in again.
On the way after 9 o'clock, also being joined by some of the candidates for this year's Miss Mansfield and Sherwood Forest, along with the organiser Trish Mapletoft in the studio once again.
I can't whistle, otherwise I would have done a wolf whistle.
You can't do a wolf whistle. That's like,
Is that not sexist?
Yes.
Oh, right, okay. I'll keep wolf whistling to a minimum.
What's wrong with you?
I'm really sorry.
There's going to have to be a producer-presenter chat. You're going to have a go at me for my Chili Miners song, which we'll do again later. And I'm going to have a word with you about being sexist.
Yeah, my outrageous bigotry.
Unbelievable. Okay, apologise.
Sticker spotter.
That's the reason why you are kept next door when they come in.
I'm pressed up against the glass, breathing heavily.
Right, today's... Shut up.
Things go from bad to worse this morning for Liverpool fans. Yesterday, the High Court ruled the club could be sold to an American businessman for around £300 million. Current owners, though, George Gillette and Tom Hicks, have now obtained a banning order from a court in Texas halting any proposed sale. Sports lawyer Andrew Nixon feels it's no surprise Hicks and Gillette are attempting to scupper the deal.
I seem to have some problems, technical problems there. Dave? See, Dave is in a different room. I think we got an issue with one of our cables there. What's going on, producer Rob?
I don't know, Ian, but I think I need to get on it straight away. There's something with the
That's
cable.
your job. Get in there and have a look what's
Show
going
me
on.
the cable.
See whether he's all right.
Dave, are you with us? Dave! Dave, speak to me!
Right, okay, Do you know what? We're giving away a crate of Fuller's London Pride, courtesy of the guys at Mansfield and Ashfield Camera, the Campaign for Real Ale. They're putting on a beer festival, the Mansfield and Ashfield Beer and Cider Festival. I think he's coming back in again, right? This is ramshackle. It was going so well this morning. Is he all right?
He's back with us now.
All right,
back in the land of the living.
Right, I'll be back on the show tomorrow with more sport.
Yeah.
And when we will dress him down live on air.
Do you know that?
So please join us.
Do you know that producer-presenter meeting we're going to have?
Yeah.
Guess who's now attending it as well?
The only person who's been good this morning is Lisa from News.
Well, we've still got half an hour left. Still got the 10 o'clock headlines.
She's got time to blow it. I said we would do this.
That time?
Yeah, we're going to do it this time. Some actual words. The Chili Miners, they're all above the ground. The Chili Miners, all 33 are safe and sound. The Chili Miners, they're all living above ground. The Chili Miners, all 33 are safe and sound. Woo! It's good to have you back, boys.
What's on live?
Triple S Snooker Club Skegby.
It's time for some important news. Firstly, a little bit of a mistake by me. I was calling this a xylophone and had a phone call from the People's Republic of Sutton from Crazy Dave, who said, "You fool! It's not a xylophone, it is a glockenspiel." Or have I mixed them up? Which one is it, producer?
It's a glock. No, yeah, it's a glockenspiel because it's made out of metal. No, xylophones are wood.
No, hang on. This is the special metal wood from the Brazilian rainforest. No, you're right. I've messed it up.
Brazilian rainforest.
I would be no good in the percussion section of the orchestra.
They'd be like, Mr. Watkins, could you play the timpanis for me? And you'd be walking up to the wrong instrument.
I'll be going over to the glockenspiel. Here we go. And the thing is, I want a gong. I want to be on the gong. They wouldn't let me near a gong, would they?
I don't blame them.
I want to be like the guy from the Rank movies. I'm even willing to go to the gym to muscle myself up to look a little bit like Atlas with a ginormous baton or whatever they're called, stick with a ball on the end of it to bang a gong. Can we get a gong here in the studio? I demanded a glockenspiel. In fact, I demanded a xylophone. So in essence, you didn't deliver. I demand now a gong.
You want a gong?
I want a gong now.
Oh my god! By the end of the year, we can have like a full percussion section of an orchestra in the studio.
I want to be able to reach to my left and bring in a bassoon if necessary.
A bassoon?
A bassoon, or perhaps a violin.
A violin.
Yeah, I want everything here around me. So we got that. I want to have all that happening.
Why would you ever need a violin?
Basically, what I'm doing is I'm trying. Well, just in case, if indeed something sad happens. And I just like, which we'd be playing all the time on this show. There's always something miserable taking place. Mansfield 103.2, the Home of Great Music. Cheryl Cole doing her best Lady Gaga impression. It is 20 minutes to 8 on Thursday morning, October the 14th, and time for some information. We've got a little xylophone that was bought for me yesterday. I demanded it like a diva. I said, "Producer Rob, I want a xylophone." And he said, "Anything, sir, anything for you. Anything for you, and I'll do."
Our life is very much like a musical.
It is, isn't it?
That happens all the time.
To the music of Gloria Estefan.
Yeah, specifically Gloria Estefan.
Exactly. That's
nothing else.
The music of the Miami Sound Machine needs to be put into a musical for the West End. If that happens, I want some kind of cut in that, because her music, fantastic. She was very upbeat until the accident. After that, a little bit less upbeat.
Yeah.
More smooching.
Kind of understandable.
Yeah, so when there is info burst, we do this, which is the information that you should really be listening out for.
Yeah. You hear that, your ears prick up.
Exactly.
Something important's on the way.
On the way, on the show, we're going to be talking about the Mansfield 103 Point Brew, which is the ale that Watko in the Morning have put together to bring back a Mansfield tradition. Because we used to brew beer in Mansfield, don't you know? And then they took our brewery away from us. Well, we're bringing back the fine ale to Mansfield, thanks to the people at the Naked Brewer Brewing Company over in Ashfield. I've brewed this beer, and it's going to be on offer at the Mansfield and Ashfield Beer and Cider Festival, which comes to the Civic Centre next Thursday for 3 nights, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So hopefully it will last that long. If it doesn't last that long, I don't mind, because it means that people will like it, because it will fly off the shelves like hotcakes.
Apparently it is meant to be delicious. Sarah Webster, who was the head brewer, said she's tasted a little bit. Lovely, apparently.
Lovely. Did you hear that? That was a little bit of information coming through. Tastes great. I've got a bit of a challenge for you, producer Rob.
For me?
We're going head to head.
Head to head?
We're going head to head in something.
Oh,
so if you
goodness me.
And we're talking about a head on your beer. A bit of wordplay going on there. For those people that are watching for more than just the froth, there is more to this. We are not one-dimensional. This is 3D radio. This is 3D radio before anybody else thought of it. Leaping out at you in the shower. Ah! Get out of the shower! We should do a little video of that we appear in somebody's shower.
I can't think of anything more terrifying.
It'd be great, though. That would be a brilliant advert for the telly. It'd be like, Watko in the morning, 3D radio, and there's a lady in the shower, it has to be a lady, like washing herself, it's similar to Psycho, and then she turned round like, oh my goodness, they're in the shower with us. Let's talk beer, shall we?
Eins, zwei, drei, vier, lift your stein and drink your beer.
Yes, Mansfield 103.2's Breakfast Show, a few months back now, decided that we would recreate a Mansfield tradition. This is all part of our history project, Phase 2. We first brought back the magical gooseberry pork pie to Mansfield, which is Mansfield tradition, and now we're bringing back Mansfield beer. And it's not Mansfield beer, the actual Mansfield beer, because that is a trademark. So we've brought back something called Mansfield 103 Point Brew, which is going to be available at the fantastic Beer Festival in Mansfield next week from next Thursday, that has been put on by camera. So here is what we're going to do. Lisa's here. She's going to act as judge and jury on this, and so will you two at home or wherever you are this morning. We are going head to head, Lisa, me and producer Rob, to put together an advert for the beer. Okay, so basically, it's a bit like The Apprentice in a way. So Alan has said to both me and producer Rob, you've got to come up with an advert, a radio advert, no longer than 30 seconds to advertise the beer, which is on sale at the Beer Festival next Thursday. Don't know why he sounds a bit northern there. Not really sure. So there you go, that's what you got to do. So are you up for the challenge, Rob?
I'm up for the challenge. I'm worried because I don't think this is my skill set, as they always say in The Apprentice, but I'm up for the challenge.
Exciting times.
Hugely exciting
All
times.
coming up at the 8 o'clock news. So we will be doing, making these adverts. We've got 24 hours. So we're going to reveal the adverts tomorrow on Friday's Breakfast Show. And hopefully it will entice people to come along to the Beer Festival and try our tipple. So men, we're enjoying cocktails more. 1 in 5 would rather have a cocktail than a lager or a beer at the weekend, according to a new survey. We're thinking of cocktails for Mansfield. Come up with another one. The Tony Eggington. Yeah?
I like that a lot.
It's okay. It's the mayor of drinks.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the local mayor. And what could you have in it? Obviously, it's got to have an egg in there.
Yep.
And what goes with an egg?
It's got to be quite high class, I think, because he's a classy guy.
Whiskey.
Some sort of Scotch, whiskey.
Yeah. Whiskey.
Matured whiskey.
An egg. Some milk, maybe.
This sounds like one of those horrible sort of dieting tips.
Well, I'd really fancy a Tony Eggington. That's good stuff.
Sounds delicious. I've thought of another one.
Go on.
What about the Warsop Wanger?
The Warsop Wanger?
Yeah, this is not the heavy stuff. This is the stuff you drink to kill brain cells and forget the past.
Always drink responsibly.
But drink responsibly. But it's a strong concoction.
Go on. What's in it then?
It's just all the big ones. All the big ones. You've got your.
It's the top shelf.
You've got your Russian Polish vodka. You've got a bit of foreign absinthe, which I'm not sure is legal in this country.
It is legal.
It is legal. We could ship some of that over. We get that straight in. Maybe some whiskey as well. Just all the big ones. All the top shelf poured into a little cocktail glass, and you're away. It's the Warsop Wanger.
I've got the Kirkby knee trembler, which will be served in a glass, the shape of a white van, and it's got a mattress in the back of it. And the mattress is soaked in vodka.
You suck it out.
And you suck it out of this little mattress. It's only a little tiny sort of like little pillow. It's not a real van.
You don't get people to come and gather around a giant mattress and all just suck on it.
It's called the Kirkby knee trembler. And the final one that we've got through is apparently they're drinking over the M1 in Chesterfield, something called the Chesterfield Roadkill. Rather them than us, eh? Sport on the way next. Well, what do you expect from those Chesterfield people? We've gathered together a bit of a panel now, ready to hear our adverts. So let's have a bit of a round of applause. Come on, let's create some atmosphere. I've heard that done before on the radio, and I think it really works. It's 8 minutes past 8, and we've got Lisa from News and also Dave from Sports,
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and basically what we did is I set a challenge for me and Rob to write an advert for the Mansfield 103.2 Ale, which is known as Mansfield 103 Point Brew, which will be available to try at the Mansfield and Ashfield Beer and Cider Festival taking place between the 21st and 24th of October, which is next week, starts next Thursday, so you'll be able to try the brew. So we wanted to advertise it, which I think is a good idea. Do you not think, guys?
Yeah, perfect.
Get the message out there.
Get the message out there. So what we're looking from you is a little bit of criticism, as long as it's constructive, and then we're going to ask the listener to see who they think did the best ad. Simple as that. Rob, what's happening first?
This is my advert I made, and it's like think Hollywood trailer. That's all I'm saying. You've got to keep that in mind.
Mansfield circa 2000. A rich, oaty smell hangs over the town thanks to the delicious Mansfield ale produced locally. Children play, birds sing, life is sweet, well, bitter, but in a good way. However, the brewery moved, and locally brewed ale was nothing but a distant dream in Mansfield. Then came Ian Watkins. A man on a mission to bring back ale to Mansfield. This autumn, there will be laughs. There will be anger.
Kind of when it got a bit steamy.
But most of all, there will be ale. Mansfield 103 Point Brew, coming to a beer festival near you.
Well, thank you very much. What can I say?
Very good. It's a strange voice there.
I should explain.
It sounds like you've actually been on the beer. And who's the lady in there?
I should explain. The lady in there was a Sarah Webster who actually brewed the beer. She's from the Naked Brewing Company. Naked Brewing Company Brewery.
The Naked Brewer Brewery.
That's the one. It's a mouthful.
So, instant reaction. Dave Rhodes from Sport, what do you think?
Interesting voice. Was that yourself?
That was myself. Heavily modified, but that's myself.
Interesting. I can see the Hollywood theme. Maybe not a blockbuster as of yet.
Lisa from News?
I'm kind of changing my opinion. I actually think it's really good. It's really funny.
Ka-ching!
I actually really like that one.
It's very long, though. That's the problem with it.
It's a story.
Yeah. There's a bit of a story there, whereas an advert is supposed to be sort of grab you straight away. I mean, our sales director's here, actually. Pete, come in here. Sales director. He knows about adverts. Did you hear that? Did you hear that advert that he did?
Yeah, on the way in, yeah.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Too long.
Just come round, Pete.
I've been slammed.
Yeah, well, because Pete knows what he's talking about.
I know.
Sales director, Pete Topley. Good to have you in, Pete. Right, okay, so this is my advert. The premise behind this is that it's a tradition, Mansfield tradition. Another tradition is that, you know, we like carry-on humour in this country, don't we? We like those naughty postcards, the saucy postcards, you know, that you get at Skeggy. Well, I'm trying to mix that with bringing beer back to Mansfield, and here's mine.
Oh, Percy, what's that you're hiding in your greenhouse? Fred, it's something I'm growing for the missus. Come and have a look, mate. Crikey, that's a big one.
I've been feeding it Mansfield 103 Point Brew.
When your Gladys cops an eye on the size of your mother, she'll pass out.
Won't be the first time, mate.
Mansfield 103 Point Brew. It's hard to keep a good tradition down. Over 18s only, and please drink responsibly.
Right, okay, so instant reaction from our sales director, Pete Topley.
It says what it is on the can, in the barrel, in the bottle. It's a bottle of beer, it's beer, it makes Maras grow.
I like that. Okay, Dave Rhodes?
It's like, if you drink that, you could become Superman. That's what I was thinking.
And Lisa?
That is so cheeky, I love
Just
that.
cheeky. That's all about this show, you see. Watko in the morning, a little bit cheeky.
I think you seem to have scored higher.
I seem to have scored higher, actually, in the studio, but it'd be interesting to know what the listener thinks. So what was the listener's verdict? Well, let me tell you now, I can reveal on the podcast that they thought that my advert was the better of the two. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. And hopefully I'll be doing many more in the future.
Yeah, whatever.
You're a little bit bitter about it. I don't know why. You didn't even do an advert. Dave Rhodes from Sport said himself it wasn't an advert, it was more of a trailer, and that was not in the brief. Alan Sugar would have been very disappointed in you.
Alan Sugar would be applauding me for thinking outside the box. I like your spirit, Howard. You're not afraid to go around the rules, and I like that in an employee.
But I've been told by Nick that you've been causing a lot of problems, and you're fired. Anyways, we're going to have to wrap this up quickly because Rob's ordered a jacket potato, and he was moaning at me when we came into the studio, going, we're not going to be too long, are we? Because my jacket potato's going to go cold, and I spent £2.50 on my jacket potato.
Nobody likes a cold potato.
My jacket potato. I noticed now you've become all butch and masculine now, but when we were coming in here, and you're like saying, oh, we got to be quick today, Ian, we can't have any mess-ups. Because my jacket potato's waiting for me. I've got a chip cob waiting for me, but I'm a professional. We stay here until it's done.
If you were a true professional, it would have been done 25 minutes ago.
My jacket potato's gonna go. It's you. It's you that's the problem.
It's me that's
the problem. It is. It's you messing up, and then I'm messing up because I'm looking at you. And you've got one of them faces.
I've got one of them faces. What does that mean?
What are you having in your jacket potato?
Chicken mayonnaise, which I've never had in a jacket potato before. So,
oh, well, this is it. It's a whole new world.
That's why I don't want to do it a disservice by eating it cold.
It's a whole new world
of jacket potato.
A brand new life with the jacket potato. Would you ever set up home with a jacket potato?
Would I ever? I've tried to
marry jacket potato.
I've tried to have children with a jacket potato
Have
before.
you now?
I was young and desperate.
Well, before we go... you're not too shabby bit. So probably the best radio that was ever done on the whole of the UK networks this week.
Were you listening to the same bit of radio as I was?
It was awful. And when I was there, I was like thinking to myself, why did we decide to do this?
Remember...
But you wanted to play this out because you wanted to inflict more pain on me. Haven't we had already enough gaffes in the show? The raspberry incident, the thing where the clips didn't play out in the sport.
The show has been gafftacular, to coin a new adjective.
You being sexist, etc., etc., etc.
Look, here's a picture. Two men, old enough to know better, playing conkers live on air. Radio Gold.
Ow! So was that it?
That's all I could salvage. That was the highlight.
That particular swing of the conker did come a bit keen.
It caught you a cropper.
Look at that. Look at my knuckle. Ooh. I need some ointment on it.
The Weekly Breakfast Bab. Join us next week for more.